Obviously, the roots of Naomi and Antilli is from Suriname. Suriname is a small country and it lies in South America, above Brazil. I'm now going to tell you something about the history. 300 years ago, slaves were brought in from Africa. From all over Africa, slaves were brought in to work, most of the time by white people. And as you understand, with those slaves, also women were included. And of course, the women all have beautiful curves and were always beautifully dressed. But once upon a time, as obviously the slaves were most of the time were black, once upon a time, the children were light-skinned. I mean, like me. So then the slave masters wanted, like, how? What's possible? How can such a dark, beautiful girl pop up with a light-skinned boy like me? So then the masters, the slave women, became a bit jealous. And they said, like, you know what? Because those slave women were most of the time dressed in sheets and you could see all the curves, she thought, a slave master's wife, she thought, no, we're not going to do that anymore. We're going to change the clothes of the slave women. So you can't see the curves anymore. So the slave masters wouldn't be attracted to the wives, to the slave wives. So now, included was some music. The ladies will come up and show you a part of the traditional clothes in Suriname. It starts in the back, so everybody can take a look. This is traditional Surinamese music, and the clothes is nowadays called the Kotomisi. So we say the Kotu. Give her a round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen. And then later on, a few years later, the woman started to get used to the clothes, and they invented their own clothes. And nowadays, it exists of three parts. Let me take a peek. The yaki, Joanne will show you. What's the yaki? Oh. Yeah, why not? The yaki, a rok, and a koibaka. She will. So, as you notice, it takes a while before everything goes off. That was also a reason why it exists of so many layers. So, once the man was excited, after a few minutes, it was dropped. and then, again a few years later, because the women were still not allowed to talk with each other or to communicate each other because of fear, because they would combine their powers and connect and make plans to do certain things. This is an original 100-year-old Kotomisi. And this has the message included with the colors, don't bother me. So, because of the colors and the way they dress it, they can give message to each other. And then they have another koto, that's Diona. And that say, please date me. And as you see, the two lines on her back, they are loose, which means she's single. Once it's tied up, it means I'm not available anymore. I have a partner. So that was the way how the slave wives would communicate with each other, as you can see right here. And then again, a few years later, which is part of the Surinamese culture, they sorted out like if there's a marriage or if there's something to party with, they have the Wayanisa. Where's Miraya? This is the Wayanisa. Wait. So this is the Wayanisa music. Then Miraya will come up, and it's used with, you have to put your hands in the air and wave luck for the bride. That's in our culture. You can take some loops out of her head, she's over there. And you can shower to Naomi and Dre, and that's our way to communicate, to wave her luck. Everybody can stand up and take a dance with us. Shower a bit, wave some luck to Naomi and Dre. Woo!